What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. Sorry for the late night stream. I didn't get off work till late, but either way it goes, we're just gonna jump into this. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I know there's a lot of things we gotta discuss, so let me go ahead on and jump into this joint while we can. Again, this is fair use, coming out of California. Sorry, Callie, it had to be you. If you want this without my commentary, I will put the link in below. So let's jump into it.
Connect with Flex, one-stop shop for CTV.
All right, so there's no audio here. If you look at this guy is literally going out here and taking all of the top shelf liquor out of the store. Okay? He's literally loading up. Ain't giving two damns about what's going on. Let's continue. Now, you see that the clerk is wrestling with this guy, trying to stop him. Uh, this guy got some type of device or knife or whatever, and then he hurries up and runs off. This is becoming an everyday thing in California. Every day, this is an everyday thing they go through over there. That they got customers, literally, people literally taking their stuff, and they got to fight for it every day. I'm not making this up. This is what these people going through. And what's sad is they got no one to back them up. No one at all. And what's sad is, all right, so let's jump into the news clip about this. All right. So we got a store clerk confronted a man who was allegedly trying to steal approximately $7,500 worth of booze from Malibu Liquor and Cigar Company in Calabasas on Thursday night. Now let's talk about what Calabasas is. Calabasas is in Los Angeles. What's going on, Jim? It's in the area of Los Angeles. So when you hear of Calabasas, this is what they're talking about. Now we're gonna continue on with this article about what happened. Now in the video, y'all saw the robber. He is near the entrance of the store on Los Virgins Road location. He grabs a large trash can and starts to climb up and get this top shelf liquor, which you see on the top shelf. That's where most of your liquor stores have the good liquor at. They're going to have it on the top shelf. They're going to have somebody that's going to have a ladder at some point to go and get that, because that's the expensive stuff. That's the good stuff. All right. Now, there was another man that was from behind the front door, could be seen pointing at the store clerk, while another man inside the store seemed to try and stay out of the way. Now, the suspect is seen pushing past the store clerk and carries his trash can off camera in the direction of the refrigerator, holding the liquor store's product. The man then uses the trash can. He's going to try to, as a step stool, to reach more of the top shelf product. Now, that's when the store clerk continues to stand at the front door, arguing with this man outside the store before he hurls off camera in the same direction as the suspect. The two men then are scuffled and they fly back on camera. Now, when the clerk gives the man one last push into the front door, causes the man to drop a box of allegedly stolen product, the suspect then breaks out a knife and points it in the direction of the store clerk, who backs away towards the inside of the store. The alleged robber then picks up the box of booze, throws the knife in the direction of the store clerk, and runs away. See what I'm talking about? That's what they do. That's what they do out here. They'll go and throw the knife or the weapon down as soon as they get the product. How much sense does that make? And he didn't even make off with what he wanted to. People getting tired, man. People fighting back. People get tired. People are getting tired of the situation. People, listen, y'all understand something. These shop owners, a lot of these people are foreigners that have migrated to the U.S. through the port of entry the correct way, okay? Very few of them are migrants running around here, got it easy and saying, screw America, let me get all the freedom I want. These people actually are putting in work to get here. Okay? Putting in work. Putting in work. And what makes it so upsetting with these folks is that I found one more story. Hold on for a second. Is that they put in so much work to get in the U.S. to follow their American dream. And they have to be reminded that their American dream now in Los Angeles, California, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Houston, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, New York City, Philadelphia is really a rat race. A rat race of where people will come in and take your stuff like a rodent and don't have no respect for you. You know how disrespectful that is? I come into your country as an immigrant, work hard, and I'm established, and you just gonna walk in and try to take my shit because you don't want to put in no work in your own country that you allegedly born in. And we already know what the woke's gonna say. The wokies always say the famous line every time. They don't have the opportunity. The opportunity's not there. They're being held back. No, they're holding themselves back. Right now is the best time to be alive as a black person in America. Shit. You ain't got to do anything. Really? You can play victimhood. You get all sorts of prizes. You go woke. You got all these companies going to bow down to you because you're woke. You got it all going on right now. I mean, if you don't believe me, Think about the black girl that allegedly said she was kidnapped over there out of Alabama. This girl wasn't even gone that long. Everybody looking for her. All the way down, everybody. Come to find out though she lied, but still, everybody looking for her. So I don't want to hear it no more that being black in America, you're not considered important. That's bullshit. That you can miss me with that. You can miss me with that, man. Now we're gonna go up here to another story. See what else we got going on here. Cause I'm trying to go around with a lot of stuff that happened. See what I can find. Hold on, y'all. We got some more stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me see what we got. Hold on. I don't know why it's not letting me edit this. Hold on, guys. All right, this story here. All right, I'm gonna play this one right here. This is fair use, fair use. Let me get back to it. This is coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Man kidnapped his niece. Yeah, I know, Lisa. I said the same thing. This is where we at, buddy. Like I said, victimhood.com. All you got to do. It's the truth. People know I ain't lying.
Weak roof? Solid roof. Weak roof? Solid roof. If you need a new roof, don't sacrifice on quality. Get a solid roof from Solid Roofing. Call now for a free estimate.
Connect the dots and let us clear up the confusion. We're here to make sure the news makes sense. And with Connect the Dots, you'll understand how the headlines impact your family. See the difference on WCNC Charlotte.
Download the WCNC News app now for your latest news and weather.
When did you know what you wanted to be? It's Chief Media.
Your umbrella.
All grown up. Difference.
This is incredible.
The feeling of.
If you'd like to make a difference,
in this community, you get to know the people.
All right,
When you know what they care about.
Promo. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm just going to read this on WBTW. I thought they were going to play this. Anyway, a Charlotte man got who, along with his girlfriend, deleted his parents, kidnapped then his 11-year-old niece, and fled to Washington, D.C., was found guilty of murder. This trial began on July the 31st, 2023. It ended Thursday with the jury's guilty verdict. The Mecklenburg District Attorney Homicide Team tried Curtis Atkinson Jr., 43, for 2 counts of first-degree murder, first-degree kidnapping, conspiracy to commit first-degree kidnapping, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The jury found him guilty as charged, according to the news release. Atkinson was sentenced to 2 consecutive sentences to life in prison without possibility of parole for the murder charges, and 404 to 532 months, the maximum allowable sentences for the remaining charges. Those sentences will run consecutive to the life sentences. So let me tell y'all what that means. Because a lot of people ask me that all the time. Joel, what do they mean when they say consecutive? Consecutive and concurrent are 2 different things, right? So if you get sentenced for a whole bunch of charges in court, right? And someone says, hey, your sentence is 25 years for this charge, 30 years for that charge, and 45. All right, thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully you see the replay. And 5 years for this charge and another 40 years for another charge. Usually, when you hear concurrent, you're only going to serve 45 years or whatever the highest amount of years for that charge. All the charges combined. So you just only use, so basically you got all those years and the judge said this is going to be concurrent. Oh, okay. I'm only going to serve the highest amount of time. And that's going to cover all those other charges. That's when the judge is being nice or being sympathetic or whatever. But when you do gruesome crimes and they give you 35 years, 45 years, life, then another 45 and another 25, and he looks at you, your lawyer, and said all of these are to run consecutive, you're never getting out of jail. Because once you beat one, let's say you appeal one charge or one charge drop, you got another charge you got to serve time for. Then another charge you got to serve time for. So that's the difference between consecutive and concurrent. That's why real criminals cringe when they hear consecutive versus concurrent. Because if they hear concurrent, highest charge, right? Oh, okay. 15 years, and the other one was 5 and 5 and 5. Oh, okay. 15 years is all I have to serve. Cool. Well, if they hear that consecutive, and you got 10 here, 30 there, 10 here, 20 there, you ain't never getting out. Never getting out. So yeah, man. That's how that works. Now let's continue with the story here, where he also says, on March 30th, 2017, Atkinson and his girlfriend, Nakia Cooper, went to the home of Atkinson's parents, Curtis Atkinson Sr. and Ruby Atkinson, after being evicted from their own home early that day. After an argument between them, probably asking can they stay in there, Atkinson and Cooper deleted Atkinson's parents. Atkinson's niece was at the home at the time. So Atkinson and Cooper stayed in the house with his niece until the April 2nd, 2017, when they kidnapped the niece and fled to Washington, D.C. There they were arrested at night, and the niece was rescued by D.C. police. Cooper previously pled guilty in connection with the crimes. So she probably got less time, or she probably went and struck a deal to where she had to testify against it. Either way it goes, he's gone for a long time. He ain't coming back. Because they hit him with that consecutive. Not that concurrent, that consecutive. So y'all remember now, don't be that guy and get consecutive. You want concurrent if you one of those professional criminals. Man, that's sad. Man, that's sad. I feel bad for the family, man. The family is in my. And we got another dummy. This is coming out of Wisconsin, man. I'm sorry it had to be y'all, man. I'm sorry it had to be y'all. I don't know what's going on with these people being abusive to kids, man. Again, this is a trigger warning. If you're one of those people that cannot handle stories about children being abused, you may want to skip this part of the show. So, and if you got kids around, you better not have. You better put them in another room. So this is about to be crazy. Mm-mm-mm. You can't make this shit up, man. Even if I try. Let's go continue. Coming out of Wisconsin, this damn fool here. I don't know if they got the video. They ain't got no video on this. I want to play the video. I don't think there's no video, guys. Hold on. All right, I don't think they got um a video. I thought they did, but they don't. So we're just gonna jump into it like this. So give me 1 second here, and read this to y'all. This is coming out of Marinette, Wisconsin. A mother who allegedly pulled the hair of a 2-year-old son while on social media live video stream, and a woman present who did not intervene were charged Thursday. Guys, this that baby mama terrorist stuff we talk about all the time. What you got for me, Jim? Oh, shoot, let me see. What is this? Okay, I see it. I can't play that one. but we'll review it. We'll talk about it. You know, we're gonna talk about it over here. We'll bring it in. We'll bring it into the story. I'm glad you gave me that footage. But anyway, the woman uh, pulled the hair of a 2-year-old son. The other woman did not intervene. Natasha Hunt, 24, Niagara, is charged with child abuse, intentionally causing harm and disorderly conduct of the incident with her son. Amara Burns, 26, of Iron Mountain, Michigan, is charged with child abuse, intentionally causing harm, battery to the office to an officer, disorderly conduct, and resistance. Y'all, look at this little thing here. This I ain't trying to be messed up, but this girl look like a little boy. What you mean you trying to fight an officer? What officer was you trying to fight? That's what I want to know. What officer were you trying to fight? Because it seemed like to me that girl looked like she maybe weighed 90 pounds soaking wet. I don't know who she was trying to fight. Let me see what the comments say. Okay, this is Blending Township. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. According to the criminal complaint, when Niagara police first asked the two, both denied posting any video or having knowledge of any abuse. The boy showed no signs of injury and told the police he was not injured. Police then reviewed the video. According to the criminal complaint, in the video, Natasha approached Amara and the victim. Natasha grabbed the victim by the hair and began to pull violently. Natasha was pulling the victim's head in multiple directions. Natasha was looking at the camera with an angry look on her face. The victim was saying ow repeatedly and began to cry. Amara put up both her hands. Amara did not appear to assist in the pulling of the hair, besides holding the victim onto her lap while Natasha committed the physical pain to the victim. Amara did not make any attempt to stop Natasha for a brief moment. Natasha stopped pulling the victim's hair. Then she began pulling the victim's hair again to the point that she pulled the victim off Amara's lap and out of the picture. I could hear the victim saying ow and crying. You could see Natasha moving around as if she was still pulling the victim's hair. Amara looked in the direction of where this incident was occurring and looked back at the camera smiling. She again made no attempt to stop Natasha from harming the victim. Because they baby mama terrorists, that's what they do. Why would you do that to your 2-year-old son? You don't pull your 2-year-old son by the hair. What's wrong with you? If you that, listen, if if you getting that distraught with your kid, you need to take some kind of parenting class because you don't need no kids. Real talk. You do not need no kids if you doing something like that. And you know what's crazy? The girl Burns was out, got a 2,000 cash bond set. She returns to court on the 25th. Telling you, man, you can't make this up. All right, we about to go into this situation my man just brought to me of the trying to. Oh, all right, hold on for a second. We about to do the Blending Township. We about to check this out right now. I'm gonna try to get that link and put
1928.
Do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No. Then get out.
Get out of the car.
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 Your shots fired.
Shots fired.
All right, now y'all can see me. All right, now, y'all remember when we did a story like this? Okay, we're gonna start from the top. So now, this lady was told to get out her car. She decided to go ahead on and do what she wanted to do and drive towards the officers. Guys, what does this remind you of? Remember that story we did earlier this year? It was early part of this year in North Carolina. No, actually the later part of last year in North Carolina. We did this story similar to this. A man had got a warrant served on him because he was allegedly under investigation for drug activity in his neighborhood. And what did that fool do? When the cops told him not to go to the car to stop, what did he do? He did not stop, did he? He went in the car like this fool woman did. And he decided what? To drive off. And what happened after that? He got the hot ones. Those hot ones. The real hot ones. Into his vehicle. And guess where he at now? Maybe heaven, maybe hell, but he ain't here with us no more. Whose fault is that? Was it the officer? Because the officer wasn't driving the damn car. Was it the car maker? They just made the car. I get it. It had to be the weather. No, because it was sunny that day. You know what? I know what it was. It was the shoes he had on. They got stuck to the accelerator of the gas accelerator pedal of the vehicle. No, it was the fucking person. When these cops tell your behind to stop, don't do this, and you got guns drawn on you, unless it's Armageddon or they're a zombie or something, common sense do apply. You stop. You get out the car. You go to jail. You fight your case. Oh, yeah, John. Yeah, it's right. It's Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault. Always. I mean, this is stupid. Now they want to riot. Well, she was pregnant. But she wasn't too damn worried about that baby because she was trying to steal alcohol. Think about what this girl was trying to do. The pregnant lady. She was trying to steal alcoholic beverage from a local shopping strip mall where she was surrounded by police. If she had any damn common sense or any thought of loving that child, she would have never done this. Now, someone's going to scream out justice for whatever this chick's name is. No, ain't no damn justice. I'm out. I'm out. I mean, please make it make sense to me, because I'm not understanding this. Somebody gonna march and say that she was an innocent person. Ain't too innocent. She stole liquor, and she didn't want to stop for the cops. Oh. I mean, I don't get it, Lord. I don't get it. I mean, when is the black community going to quit allowing themselves to keep taking L's when they supposed to be rising above Blackistan? I don't understand it, bro. I don't. But let's continue. We gotta see what else they gonna say that happened that was not this lady's fault. Cause I know this is about to get good. I know this is about to get good. Oh.
Stop the car! Stop! Car! Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car. 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 They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car! Shots fired!
1828.
You know what I'm talking about? Right there. She is a dummy. So she shot her own death. But let's look at what they gonna say. What the Wokians are saying. That they had to have this at the courthouse. Now I'm gonna read the comments. Let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments. Because you know, out here in Twitter land, they always got something crazy to say. Let me see here. Nah, let me sign in. I'm trying to sign in. All right, let me see if I can get that played again. Let me get that link. I'm gonna try to see here. All right. So I'm gonna paste it again, get the link, and then I'm gonna read us the quotes, which is down below. And here we go. Right there. Look like common sense do prevail. Someone says, all she had to do was get out of the car. Stealing those groceries cost her and her baby their lives. Unfortunate, but this is on her, not the cops. Shout out to Debbie Duncan. Oh, here's another one. Parked in a handicapped space, accused of theft, ignores officers' instructions, tries to run over a cop with her car. Guilty. Good shot. Damn. Park in a handicapped space, theft, ignoring on a reason to shoot her. However, trying to run a policeman over is a good reason to get shot. That's by a lefty. This is from a liberal. Please cooperate. Man. Look at that. Everybody say comply. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Isn't that something? So you see what happened? People done figured out this BLM thing was a scam. And now people done figured out now that it ain't the cop's fault. You see how the pendulum swings the other way? Because people are getting tired. Oh, you got some dummy that says for killing a pregnant 21-year-old woman who posed no threat, but simply wouldn't comply. Really? Are you serious? I hope someone responded back. A 3,500-pound vehicle is a weapon. She clearly saw the cop right in front of her. And between putting the car in park or stepping on the gas, she chose the gas. Once you try running over a cop, it's attempted murder. The cop was fully justified. I'm sure that it'll be their defense, but the shooter's heart knows different. Man, you see what I'm talking about? Look at that. That's that liberal. And the people that say this was so funny about them. They all say that until they find themselves in that situation. Let's go to the comments here. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, here's the thing, guys. People are tired. People are tired of listening to this whole BS that black folks need to have, or any person, a minority, need to get 30,000 chances, but white folks, they is okay for them to get shot up. No, that's bullshit. It ain't work that way. Everybody created equal on the gist of authority. It's just like being in the military. If your chief tells you, or your gunny, or your sergeant, or gunnery, especially your gunnery sergeant, or your master sergeant in the Air Force, or any higher ranking member in the military that's enlisted, senior enlisted, tell you to do something, and you go out here and you want to be on your own set of ops, that's your ass, Mr. Postman or Post Lady. That's what's happening to her. She didn't listen. She had one job: put the car in park, get your ass out, take your licks for stealing them groceries. And the groceries she stolen, she probably would have got probation and would have been able to have her baby at a local hospital. But no, I guess she thought that the George Floyd scenario was going on. Newsflash, honey. The George Floyd bullshit is over. They gave him his statue. They painted this beautiful rosy picture of a criminal being a martyr. Now it's over. People don't forgot about his ass because people don't realize the shit was dumb. Just like what we're realizing right now with cops. All you gotta do is listen to them. That's all you gotta do. Quit trying to act like you know more than the cop. If you know you in the right, he's a person of authority. You go through the motions. You make sure you get all the way out, like this one dude did that got falsely accused of being a suspect, and he was actually a black person. It was racially motivated, but he played his cards right. He shut his mouth. He went through everything. They tried to apologize to him. He acted like everything was cool. Went to his lawyer, and he got a fat ass check. That's what you do. That's what everybody in America do. They got common sense. You're not gonna win no argument with a man with handcuffs and a gun. What argument you gonna win with that? Nothing. Now people at the courthouse acting a damn fool. Oh, say her name and all that shit. I'm not saying nothing. Sorry. I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself when you put yourself in that situation. So Tikaya Young, I'm sorry your family had the experience that you became an idiot this day, because this could have been prevented. You had one job: listen to the cops. You could have been home with your family, eating chicken wings and all this other shit that pregnant people eat, bananas, fruits, I don't know, whatever. Now, let's talk about another sad story, guys. This is so sad. This is coming out of my area in my state. Man. Man, you know, I get so sick of these stories. I'm about to say, I'm about to put out a disclaimer out here. If you don't want to take care of your kids, man, give them to somebody that want them. Please, please give them to somebody that wants them. Because this right here is getting to be ridiculous. Oh, sorry, my mic about to fall. All these stories I'm hearing lately with people doing all this crazy stuff to their kids, they need they behind cut. I mean, I don't understand it, bro. You know, a lot of people out here want children, like literally want kids, and you got people out here that just being ridiculous. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. Anyway, we about to jump into this story. Again, if you are sensitive to stories like this about children, do me a favor. You might want to step out the room. You might want to tell your kids not to be around here. But I gotta do what I gotta do because this is a show where we talk about crime, man. Because nobody else besides me and AK Nation gets it in on these crime situations. Because everybody else is scared to do it, I guess. I don't know. And Gen Z, shout out to Gen Z, he's still going strong with his. So anyway, let's jump into this, man.
A full house. In a card game, that's good. In the game of
New details out of East Point on the investigation into 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell's death. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. The police department confirming Thursday that a body recently found has been identified as Mitchell's, who was reported missing last month. Molly Oak has more details tonight.
We now know the exact charges Artavius North will be facing. Today, East Point police say they obtained warrants to charge North with malice murder, felony murder, first-degree cruelty to children, and concealing the death of another. North is the father of 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell, who was initially reported kidnapped in DeKalb County in mid-August. Then, police said Josiah wasn't kidnapped, but was missing, and North was the only person of interest at the time. North was then booked in the DeKalb County Jail, charged with false statements and false report of a crime, with police saying the investigation found there was never a kidnapping. That's when East Point police took the lead in the investigation. Last week, police said a child's body was found at the East Point transfer station off Martin Street. Yesterday.
All right, I got to stop right quick for a minute, guys. I don't know why these people go to the cops and try to say, oh, yeah, my child was taken from me or my child is missing, and you behind it and think the cops don't going to find this out. Listen. You might get away with some bullshit like that in Chicago because they have a very bad clearance rate on murders and missing and all this. But when you get into these other cities like Atlanta, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, even Los Angeles, these people, they can't clear no damn murder case, but they pretty much can clear a murder case when it comes to a child. Because 9 times out of 10, a child has only a parent or 2 parents or multiple adults that's supposed to be looking out for them. And they're going to do what they call a reasonable deduction of which one of you are involved. Okay? So if you the parent and you decide that this is what you want to do, you want to delete your kids, by all means, be dumb enough and silly enough to do it, because the people gonna find you and you going to jail. Okay? Because a little person just don't get disappeared. And you say somebody kidnapped your kids, you ought to look at scenarios and stuff. These people know how these kids get kidnapped now. Most of the time, kids get kidnapped whenever somebody has studied your movement, your pattern, and know they can get your child while you are nowhere around. Okay? Like at night, you're sleeping. You're in a dead sleep. Somebody done known that you may have a faulty window or whatever to get into the house to get your children or something like that, or one of your children. That's a kidnap. Or someone goes and sees that your child has ran off from you to go to the bathroom or something that's a little underage or whatever, or the bathroom is not that far from you, and they get that opportunity to tell them, "Oh yeah, I got this. I want to show you that," and they can intrigue that child's mind. That's kidnapping. But when you're talking about your child disappearing in your home, okay, and it's in the daytime, like your child literally didn't went outside, no one saw your child but you and your child. Yeah, they're gonna figure it out. That's exactly what happened to another case we reported on, where that chick swear out that her child got kidnapped. And what did we find out in Savannah, Georgia? The same thing that this dude did right here. She killed her child. So y'all need to stop it. Stop this mess. If you don't want your children, give it away. That's all you got to do. You can give them away. You can call the state. They'll put you in the right direction on who you need to get in touch with to sign your rights away and let your child go in hands with people that are actually going to take care of them, because you suck.
Today, police said that child was Josiah. Today, police told me there still could be other suspects facing charges, as they're still looking through evidence. East Point Police also says they're still trying to figure out the motive. We also talked with the Fulton County Medical Examiner today to find out if they've learned how that child died. They said they're still working to learn those details. Meanwhile, police tell me they're still investigating. Stick with 11 Alive for the latest. Back to you guys.
Molly, thank you so much for bringing us that.
Man, shout out to the mother. This sad, man. When you a father, you supposed to protect your kids. That is your job. You're supposed to protect your kids. You are supposed to live for those children. In fact, when you're a father, your kids is it should be a achievement, because you got a legacy, and people just. I don't know, man. I don't know. And you know what's crazy? What's really, 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 really crazy is that we're the only country that uh don't really hold these people accountable like we should. Do you know that in these Muslim countries, if you go out here and you hurt a child, that the punishment could be as gruesome as death? Do you know that in a lot of these countries, that if you decide to hurt your mother, your wife and child, that is automatic death. And they ain't talking about no, peaceful, humane death that they like to put in the U.S. We're talking about getting stoned. We're talking about getting hung. I'm talking about some gruesome stuff that they do over there in these other countries that make you gasp and think twice before committing a crime. That's why a lot of those crimes over there don't happen like that. They don't get a lot of crime like we do like that because people already know what's going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong. There's those coaches that do those honor deletions, and that's a whole nother story. I digress. But these other countries that believe in you not being a solid person, you got to be deleted from this earth, do not play. Okay? They do not play. And I think if we had more of those type of laws, we could stop a lot of this mess. A lot of this mess. A lot. Mm, 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 mm. Man, that's sad, man. That story, they did something to me. See what else we got. This is I'm trying to see this any recent. All right, hold on, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to find if I can find another one. This is a crazy one, guys. Oh my God, I've been talking about that yesterday. This happened in Tennessee, guys. This happened in Tennessee. Oh man. Let me see if I can. he got the hood his name too. Oh, you know he an old school gangster. Hold on, guys. This might be the best one y'all heard tonight. Oh man. Oh man. Woo! Oh God Almighty. Oh Jesus Christ. I don't even think they got. Hold on. Let me see what I can find out about this guy, guys. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to read the story because there ain't really no video of this fool. All right. This coming out of Nashville, Tennessee, aka Nashville, Tennessee. Let's jump into this. Willie Joe Buford, baby. Oh, Willie Joe said, Nashville school employee robbed at knife point before work and locked in gym closet. And guess what his flaming line was that he told this woman? Let me do it in Willie Joe's voice, y'all. Excuse me, don't be disrespectful. I hope y'all know that I have to do this verbatim. So this is by any means no racial undertones. I'm just telling you what he said. Here we go. I'm not gonna hurt you. But if you were a white bitch, I'd kill you. Really? What? Willie Joe, you can't say that. Oh shoot! I hope he do. He'll clean up Memphis quick. I hope JoJo is he going conservative? If Judge Joe Brown run for Memphis, I'm telling you now, he gonna clean that shit up quick. They will not. He about to be tough on crime. Yeah, exactly. Hold up, Rebel. You right. Willie Joe will tell you he not racist though, but he just said that. That's what he told him. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So he forced this woman into the school gym. He took her keys, her iPhone, her AirPods, and her Apple Watch. Damn, Willie. You know they can track you with all that stuff, Willie. Now she banged on the door to the students found her. Now police say Buford took the woman's vehicle to a parking garage. Then he boarded a bus while keeping the woman's other items. Police were able to track Buford down by using the Find My iPhone app. Oh shit, I forgot about they got that technology. Finding him on Murfreesboro Road under the I-24 overpass, famous area in Nashville. I hear about it all the time. Buford fled from the police, crossing multiple lanes on I-24 before he was captured in a tree line. The 65-year-old admitted to his crimes and now faces aggravated robbery charges. I hope you know I still run like a motherfucker at B65. Listen, man. Willie Joe, if you see this or any of your family members see this, you need to retire, Willie. You need to retire from robbing. Your ass need to go and file for Social Security, okay? All right, get your Social Security. You need to start going to church, become a deacon. Find you an old school black woman that's like 71, 72 years old that got a cane that could go upside your head when you acting crazy. And I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying that what they do because they old school. So I'm not promoting violence, YouTube. And I think you'll be all right. Because this ain't it. This ain't it, Willie. Damn. I should have went and listened to what my mama told me. I should have went and head on and got with Betty Sue. Because she in the church now. Damn, she looked good in all white on third Sunday. Oh, man. Y'all like that, didn't you? Betty Sue looked good on that all white on first and third Sunday. Oh, Betty Sue. Probably on the phone with Betty right now. You know them old church ladies still love a thug. Baby, you know, Willie used to be something back in the day, baby. Willie used to be one sexy mug, boy. Oh, Lord. That used to be a good-looking man when he was younger. And you know what? He still look good. Willie just need to be prayed for. Willie just need to be prayed for. If he calls my phone, baby, I'm going to accept the call. You know, that's Willie now. Willie, I'm going to pray for you. Yeah, baby, you pray for me. All right. And by the way, while you praying for me, you still got that white dress that you wear on the first and third. Because I'm telling you now, them stockings and them orthopedic shoes be turning me on. Oh, shit. going to hell for that one. Oh, shit. And I might just go to church with you because I know on the first Sunday they got them good old, real big collections. Willie, baby, when the last time you been to church? Baby, I ain't been to church since 2001. You know what I'm saying? Baby, things change now. They don't do pass around the circle now, baby. They do cash apps and they do the square machine. Everybody just take their debit card and just pay like that now, baby. They don't do that. What do you mean they don't do that? But they don't carry cash no more? What the hell going on? Baby, that's what everybody do now, baby. Everybody pray the Lord, pay the Lord through Cash App and PayPal. Man, that's some damn bullshit. What about brother Leroy, the one that be riding in that damn Ford Lariat? I know he be having money on him. He pay Cash App too, baby. He don't do no paper cash no more. He don't do that no more, baby. Everybody go to the Cash App. They pay the Cash App to the pastor, to the church. The pastor got the church Cash App card now. Damn, Willie. Can't steal for the church, man. It's all electronic, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, man. You got to get you one of them high-tech thugs to teach you some stuff. Willie Joe, boy. I tell you, 65. Who granddaddy is this? Who granddaddy? Man, you know how embarrassed I be? My granddaddy this damn old on the news for stealing an Apple Watch, AirPods, and an iPhone. I'd be so mad with his ass. You can't steal this shit no more, granddaddy. All this stuff is trash. I just want me one of them phones. I've been seeing it. They had the Apple on it, man. I thought that damn thing was cool. I seen the watch too. I've been seeing them be looking on their phone and be answering, hey, how you doing? Doing fine, that's great. You know what I'm saying? And then them AirPods, them things be looking good with them whites in your ear. You be like, yeah, man, I be seeing them young boys doing the jig and stuff. So hey, I thought it was easy to get. Hell no, Willie ain't gonna do no damn time. Willie ain't gonna do no time. Willie gonna go on probation. Willie gonna go to church with Betty Sue and Miss Bertha. And he'll be all right. Oh shit, Willie the Thug, baby. Willie the Thug. I don't know though. Willie might not like them old school grandmas at the church. He is 65 and into electronics. He might like one of them new crazy behind millennial women that's coming up in the 40s now. Hey girl, come on and get me out now. Come on now. I was trying to steal this stuff to help you with your damn rent. You said you wanted a real man. You take me down that Social Security office, I'll probably break you off something, girl. Oh my God, 60. Damn. As a professional thief. Damn. Wow, man. Willie need to evaluate his life, bro. He really do. On some real shit. Willie, you were born in 1958 or 1957. You need to look at some things, bro. Your life has done took a very harsh turn, buddy. You doing stuff that you should have been doing in your 20s if you was going to break the law. This too much. This too much, Willie. I guarantee you, Willie got an iced out chain too, right there at the house with Willie Joe on it. Gold teeth and all. Hey, Lisa, I guarantee he got some fronts too. I guarantee you, Willie might not have no teeth in his mouth, but he got some fronts to put in. He probably told them, I don't need dentures. Give me that hot boy special. Back in Nelly, back in 2003, you know what I'm saying? It's getting hot in here. That's what I need. Oh, yeah. Make sure you give me that chain. that no limit chain back in the day with Pete. Make them say, oh shit, Willie. 65 years old. And this is what you want to do. You don't want to be with no grandkids. You don't want to fish. You don't want to go to church. You don't want to go and try to take Miss Betty or Miss Loretta or Miss Tanya or Miss Tammy. What's up, Latina and Cali? Shoot, man. At Latina and Cali, man, we got some new shirts on deck. Free Trump. Also, too, you can support the channel. You can donate tonight if you can. You ain't donated in a while, man. We miss you over here, man. Everybody else been making it pop on the donations this week, so I was thinking that you may want to join the game. But yeah, man, I tell you, man, 65 years old, and this is what you do. Damn, boy. 65 and still thugging. You can't take him out no way. You can't have your grandfather around nobody. All right, moving right along. This is a sad story out of Texas. This happened last Sunday. A lot of people ain't been reporting on this. I don't know why, because it's pretty interesting. Give me 1 second here. Get back. Let me get back here to what was said. Give me 1 moment. Anyway. It's coming out of Texas. I think it's a small town in Texas. All right. This ain't it. All right, so they ain't really got no video on this, so I'm gonna see what happened. This is coming out of Mesquite, Texas. So let me go show y'all what's going on. I don't know how many of y'all in the chats follow me near Mesquite, Texas, but this is where it coming from. Hold on. All right. So in Dallas, a Mesquite woman has been charged with murder after admitting to shooting and deleting her daughter's alleged abusive boyfriend in Dallas. 49-year-old Patricia Colon faces a murder charge in connection to the deadly shooting of 34-year-old Joshua Trout. Now, on August 27th, police were called to a home for a shooting on Ash Lane in Old East Dallas. Now, according to an arrest affidavit, Cologne's daughter told police that she had been in an ongoing domestic disturbance with Trout since December 2021. The day before the shooting, Cologne's daughter said Trout hit her above the eye with a cell phone, according to police documents. No police report was made. I want y'all to follow me on this because it's going to be very important when I close to read the rest of the story. Cologne said that she called 911 but entered Trout's home before officers arrived. Trout's roommate told police he saw Cologne enter the home with a gun in her hand. He then heard Trout yell, "Just shoot me," before multiple rounds were fired, according to the police documents. In an interview with Cologne, she told police she went to the home intending to hold Trout at gunpoint until the police arrived at the scene because he had fled after previous domestic incidents. Cologne told police that she only shot Trout after he grabbed her arm and pulled her hair, but police evidence did not match her story, according to the affidavit. She was arrested and charged with murder. In the affidavit, police argued against the justification of self-defense because Cologne attempted to hold him at gunpoint and the lack of reasonableness in her action involved in the use of deadly force. Trout has a long history, criminal history, and previously pled guilty to assault and family violence in 2018. Dallas police are continuing to investigate the case. Now, here we go. Now, let's talk about this. This is why I don't know why nobody didn't talk about this, because this is pretty interesting. Now, I understand she's in the picture crying and all that. But when you're dealing with them folks, man, when you're dealing with cops, and you go and you try to say that you shoot someone because they have been physical with you as a woman or domestically abused you, even if you're a man and it's a woman on the other side. If you never made a report, if you always call the cops and then they come to the disturbance and they're going to ask you, do you want to make an official report? Do you want to press charges? And you always say no. I hope you know that if it ever escalates to the point where you got to defend yourself, as she claims, you have no ground to stand on. Number one. Number two, the first rule of gun safety, whenever you pull out a weapon, you better use it when you pull it out. Ain't no, I'm going to hold them at gunpoint until the cops get there. No. You went and barged in. First of all, you barged in his property. That's number one. You went to the home of the roommate and him and where your daughter was at, live at. You are now, when you pull that gun in that man's home, you are now considered an intruder. In fact, let's say the cops would have got there. She could have got charged with kidnapping. On some realness, could have got charged with kidnapping because you busting this man home. Because she entered the home before the cops got there. So you enter the home, that's against you. You pulled out the weapon, you deleted the man by firing multiple shots with your blinky. It's over. You might as well make a plea deal for second degree. Because nobody's not going to fall for no voluntary manslaughter. And let's say she did go, well, involuntary manslaughter. Let's say she go for voluntary manslaughter. She's still going to get in the state of Texas 40 years because in the state of Texas, and I think Texas, just like Georgia, you can get up to 40 to 50 years for manslaughter. In some states, damn near 60. So she messed up. This is what happens when you let your emotions get the best of you. That's why I say, and I'm not trying to say nothing against women. I'm not trying to be misogynist, but that's why I say being very emotional is a feminine trait. Because you got to slow down for a minute and think. I understand that's your baby. That's your daughter. But you already called the cops. You wait and let them do the job. Now, if he decides to run and leave before they get there, that's on him. Let the cops handle it. That's their job, right? Your daughter is a big girl. She already said she was leaving the home. Y'all had everything in place to go in there and get what she needed and leave. You the one want to be super mom. You so mad. He hit my daughter with that cell phone. I'm tired of him. I'm gonna show him something tonight. And what did you do? Yeah, you showed him something, all right. You showed him something. You just showed them a good way of how to ruin your life. So now your daughter has no support system from you because now you got to fight a murder charge. I think she did. I want to see if she got bond. I don't think she got bond yet. I'm quite sure she's not going to get bond. She might get bond. It's probably going to be high. So here you are going to have a high bond if you do get one. Quite sure it's either going to be a $500,000 or $1 million. So you probably have to put some kind of property or something up. Not to mention, you are going to go to jail and you're going to spend the rest of your life in there because you're 49 now. When you go to trial, you're going to be 51. And they're going to hit you with 40 years. I'm at the minimum of 40. So you're going to die in prison. Unless you get a sweetheart deal. And the only way you're going to do that, unless you get a lawyer to go in and negotiate and you don't go to trial and you get a plea deal. And that's if the family sign off on it. Because if his family is one of those families that don't want to sign off on him, no matter how abusive he was, it's a wrap. So you just screwed yourself. That's why I try to tell people, don't let your emotions get the best of you in these type of situations. Yes, it's your child. You love them. You want the best for them. But your child is an adult too. She made a decision to be with this fool man. Now she made a decision to leave this fool man. Someone at the time had cooler head to prevail to call the cops. Wait till the cops got there, get her stuff. He don't say nothing to her. You don't say nothing to him. That's it. Nah, rebel. Nah, actually in women prison, they ain't like men's prison. It ain't as aggressive. They'll become. I've been looking at that on YouTube. A lot of women say, they might get a knit buddy, you know what I'm saying? Get a girl to talk to. They may take on the role of getting a wife or a female slash surrogate male, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. A transgender, because I have to say that now, politically correct, in prison. But that's it. That's how they life rolls in there. You know what I'm saying? They either be alone or they just, find them a little transgender and call it a day and die in peace. But that's all she's gonna get. Because she's never getting to see a light of day right now. She put herself on a deathbed. Because if she beat this case, she can tell the world she a miracle worker. Because there's no history of them having domestic disputes on file. None whatsoever. So that's what's gonna mess her up. So she can't bust out and say that he was abusive. Because the first thing the prosecution gonna say is, well, why didn't your daughter never file it? And she can't say, well, I'm scared. Well, the cops said they've been over, but you never filed. So yeah, she's screwed. Damn. Damn. But yeah, that's the case that nobody's really not talking about. But it's sad because, I hate to see a mom go through something like that. But anyway, that's it, man. I mean, that is where we are at right now in the crime world. Um, there's really nothing that's been popping too much lately. I heard that I just heard from Rebel without a reason that Judge Joe Brown is going to be running for what do they call that joint? Mayor for Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, which I think is going to be a blessing because we definitely need it right now. Also heard that what is it, Kemp, aka Rhino Kemp, the governor that I'm glad it's his last term because I never want to deal with him again. He was the lesser of two evils, but wound up being a stinking undercover liberal rat. Has decided that he's not going to investigate Fannie Willis, which to me is very, very sad and unfortunate because you got a woman who's trying to take down the former president whose father used to be a big leader in the Black Panther movement. No one's talking about that. That's like Donald J. Trump up here was a lawyer and was trying to prosecute Obama, and somebody found out that his father was the head of the KKK. People be in an uproar. I mean, if you ever check the history of the Black Panthers, all they caused was nothing but damn confusion and destruction. And it didn't make life better at all. Okay? Everything was based upon violence, 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 violence. Take it out on the white man. They didn't do anything positive. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it like it is. That's how I feel. They did not do anything positive. I'm not, them and the NAACP, after Martin Luther King died, have not done anything positive but some horse shit. The only person that actually done something positive besides Martin Luther King was Malcolm X. And I like Malcolm X because Malcolm X was proud of his heritage. And he didn't mind telling people that too. And he was all about respect and family and moral values. Even if it was a lot conditioned to the black culture at the time, but he had a point to be that way because at the time he saw something that nobody else saw. He saw the culture falling apart. So shout out to that man. That's why I hate that Malcolm X never got his own holiday or any of that because he contributed to a lot of the progression of the black movement. He made Black Americans feel proud to be Black at that time. See, I mean, don't get it wrong. Martin Luther King was instrumental. He made it where it was okay to be peaceful and, you know, ignore ignorance and walk with your head high great. But the swag that Malcolm X gave, he made it where it was okay to be a Black American. It was okay to stand up and say, listen, I'm a Black American, okay? I'm just as important as you. And if you can't respect that, then you stay out of my way and I stay out of yours. I'm with it. It's how it's supposed to be. I'm with that. That's the American way. So again, I will always look at Malcolm X as a true leader, as a true martyr. Okay? He actually, to me, was the real civil rights hero. I mean, you know, Martin Luther King was the liberals' genius. He was the liberal savior. So they could get back on top and do what they want to do. But Malcolm X was their threat. He was not with it. So shout out to Malcolm X. But anyway, y'all, please check out the new merch. Free Trump. They are on sale now. I got hoodies. I got shirts. I don't have the hoodies yet. I got the shirts. I have the mug, the shot glasses. I have the phone cases for Samsung and Apple. So check it out. Get you one while you can. Get you a free Trump merchandise. All right. Very reasonable. It helps out with this movement. Helps me continue to be a true entrepreneur when it comes to streaming as a content creator. All right, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Jump in the comments like y'all been doing, please, because that's been getting the views up. We're averaging now between 600 to 800 views on YouTube. That is a blessing. That's going to help me get to the point to where sooner or later I can start actually looking at getting ad revenue. Okay? So please continue to comment. Just comment your ass off. I don't care if it's you said it 3 or 4 times. Just do it. Whatever. Comment. It helps out with the algorithm. It helps out with YouTube saying this is hot. Hit the like button when you see it. Okay? Y'all stay safe this holiday weekend. That being said, my ass is out of here. I am officially done with this shit. See y'all next time.